Three, two, one. Yo, what's going on? What's up? I tried to go with the spin move, but all the chords, it wasn't gonna happen. If I take my headphone off, yeah, next time. Anyways, welcome in. Much love. Trav here. I hope you're having an awesome day. I hope I can contribute to that awesomeness in some small way by sharing my energy while we play some Magic the Gathering. And we are going to play with the Ninja Bear Delver deck against Preacher's Gun. I was just online and someone challenged me at the right time, and we're playing against them. So, if you haven't seen the deck and you want to know how it works, there's a deck tech where it's explained in some minor detail. Go over a little bit of the minutia. For the rest of you all, enjoy this match, and I want to talk about I actually want to talk about something a little bit more somber, but perhaps in an enjoyable way. And as we play this match, for those of you who are new here, or those of you who are veterans, we're gonna mull this. This kind of sucks, but don't think I'm gonna go to 5 because this has a chance. Y'all know that I like to talk and ramble and communicate about other things. I'm gonna bottom this just because. Actually, I'm gonna keep it. Reason being, we can actually. This is not ideal. You know, we could dig for a 1-drop into our 2-drop ninja. Anyways, what I want to talk about is yesterday news. Some of you are, okay, this is going to be an interesting match. So, my first Magic mentor, oops, I was supposed to tap a land. My first Magic mentor is Mike Thompson. Some of you have heard of Mike Thompson. He was eligible for the Hall of Fame since the Hall of Fame was a thing. From Seattle player. Really, really fun guy, entertaining, cheeky individual, and I don't want to make this into a whole condolences, oh boo-hoo thing, but he passed away, and the Seattle community has come together, and I want to share with you some stories about my first Magic mentor and a friend, and remind everybody that we just cannot take things for granted. So, and we'll not get into details about what happened or anything like that. And I recommend thinking before leaving a comment, or you can say whatever the fuck you want. I don't know. I don't care. Um, but yeah, Mike was not only a great Magic player, but he was fucking hilarious. So I'll give you a few stories of him. The first one is the little kid hustle. Here's two stories. So my brother and I were young, but we were ringers, we were good players on the scene. I think maybe I should have shouldered that. This hand is not working. This hand is like one of those. Would generally be considered a very good matchup, but it's kind of a shit hand. I think maybe I should have shouldered that. I thought about snagging, not gonna do that. Little kid hustle. So we were at nationals one year. I'm 14, Elliot's 15, and Mike is one of the best players in the country. So we do this thing where we go and we challenge a couple guys to a money draft for money. That's interesting. I'll allow it. And it's two little kids challenging a random guy, and the third is Mike Thompson. And this was the plan all along, like 14-year-old me and 15-year-old Elliot challenging some randoms. Like, I'm gonna let this resolve because Ivugan's banned anyways. Like, hey, do you want to draft for money? It's like, who are these kids? Of course, yeah, we'll take their money. It's like, we need to go find our third, and it's Mike Thompson, who's like 8-0 at nationals at the time. I don't remember what happened, but I remember that I'm just gonna go for it. I remember feeling like special because here was this great player coming in and mentoring us and saying like, you guys are good at Magic. It gave me a lot of confidence. But It was really not a unique experience for me because everyone in the community kind of had that. There's all these stories about him coming out like, I moved to Seattle, I didn't know anyone, or I was new to the scene. Mike took me in. Is just this type of individual. He's also, like the story suggests, where you like hustle, right? He was super cheeky and entertaining. And the funniest thing that, one of the funniest, there's so many funny stories, but one of his things that he was into, which is super troll. Hopefully we don't die this turn, but we might. Super troll is encroachment. Encroachment is where oh God. This hand just didn't go great. I could have gone to 5 or done any number of things. Oh, Xenagos is fine. Encroachment is where you play on your opponent's side of the board. It's like you're playing chess and you're trying to march a pawn to the other side of the table. So you keep creeping, like you untap their cards and push them back, and you're like pushing your cards. And most players like don't pick up on this or don't know how to handle the etiquette and just get marched off the table. And I remember I wrote about this in a CFB article. Pro Tour Amsterdam was very cool. I eventually did get to go play on the Pro Tour with Mike, like in Amsterdam, going and playing on the Pro Tour with your like the guy who kind of mentored you is was an awesome experience. But at the tournament, he got knocked out day one. I did play on day two, but I remember going by and watching him playing against Owen Turtenwald for top eight of the PTQ. Owen is totally focused on the board, right? But Mike Thompson, cheeky bastard that he is encroaching across the table, and like Owen's like way back in his seat. He's got no room. His cards are like falling off the table, and Mike is like, winking, like laughing. Everyone's laughing, and it's like so obvious. It's like, what the fuck? Meanwhile, Owen is winning the game. I've never seen someone that having that much fun while being eliminated from a tournament. This guy just had so much fun. And the stories about no, the stories about him are legendary. Like I remember I was at this party, this bachelor party, Dwayne St. Arnold, and Mark was a party boy. Mike was a party boy, and he was also, I mean that's he was really socially gifted in certain ways, connecting people. But he they threw this absurd bachelor party for Dwayne, which I was at, and I remember. Okay, thank God for Vapor Snag. The next day we go to the PTQ and Mike picks up a deck that he has never before played. He hasn't even played this format, loses the first match, and then wins the next 8 or 9 rounds to qualify for the Pro Tour. Like he was the guy who you just give him a deck and he just wins. It was that easy. What other stories? There's this other story. I mean, some of them I just hear secondhand. This one I heard from my buddy Zane Begg, Mike Thompson's story. Mike, it was like top eight of a sent a message. Nice. Mike, it was like there were basically some cocky ass kids in a team tournament who beat Mike and his team in the Swiss with an absurd draft deck or an absurd seal deck, but they get to a draft. And they're just talking all kinds of shit. They get to the top four draft and they think they're gonna beat Mike because they beat him in the Swiss, and they're way ahead. It's draft, right? They're way ahead on board. It's like over, and they've been talking all this kind of shit. And on the last turn, Mike puts a spell face down on the table and slides it across the table to the opponents. They turn the card over, and they're way ahead on board. It's damnation. And that's the way he cast the game-winning spell. It's like, here you go. Here it is. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we've got a kill with Snapcaster Vapor Snag. Ooh, Sylvan Advocate is kind slightly annoying. I actually like remanding that maybe. Well, the opponent doesn't have any green mana anymore, so what we can do is counter target spell, return target permanent. Bam. By the way here, uno momento. Actually, fuck it. Shirts off. As they say, sun's out, guns out. What else? What other Mike stories are there? I have this memory. I was playing for to qualify for nationals. We used to go to Junior Super Series and nationals every year. And I'm just gonna attack for 5. I remember, uh, the plan is to play in junior nationals, but we would play in these grinders to try to play in regular nationals. And I played in one of these grinders with White Weenie, and I'm in the Craig. Shout out to Craig Wesco. I'm in the finals of one of these grinders, about to qualify for nationals, and I'm so nervous that I didn't disrupting Shoal Birds of Paradise. That I went turn 1 plains go when I had like Isamaru and Savannah Lions in my hand. I just like freaked out basically. Okay, I'm gonna let that happen. Second main, do some cool stuff. We've got remands. End of turn. Snapcaster, Vapor Snag. I ended up winning, but I have this memory of Elliot over my left shoulder and Mike over my right and just being fucking nervous as shit, man. But yeah, so this is just basically hilarious, a legendary character of the game, immortalized. He is no longer with us, and rather than be like, "Oh man, what a bad beat," I like to retell some of the highlights. Traveled with him to Amsterdam, to Portland, Baltimore. Had some really good memories. And I think if I was in Seattle, we would. I mean, there's going to be some kind of memorial tournament, but if I was in Seattle, I would definitely be there. Okay, so against this deck, we definitely want Vendilion Click, and we maybe want Exhaustion, and maybe we want Spell Pierce. I'm not in love with Vapor Snag. It was okay that game, but I think that, it basically has Birds of Paradise to bounce, and that's it. And then I think I'm not going to rock Exhaustion. I might play it as a one-of. It'll be a fun one to dig up. And I'm going to cut a Gitaxian Probe for it. It's a reminder that, this could be my last video. Right. It's unlikely, but just, we gotta not take people for granted. So, I hate this hand. Like, we could keep it. But I hate it. I'm gonna mulligan. I like this hand way more. I'm actually gonna keep the Delver instead. Like, it would make sense to pitch it looking for a land. But since I know the opponent has Sylvan Caryatid, I would really like to get Delver down so we can fly over. Caryatid is pretty annoying if the opponent has it. The quick armpit sniff, pick my nose in public. That's the type of guy I am. Got a comment from someone that says, "Yo, you look like a hippie." I tried being a hippie. Yeah, well, there's the Caryatid. Ha, we've got a large brain. I'm definitely not a hippie, ideologically. However, however, I'm going to. I think I'm gonna bottom a Delver. Hmm. We drew another Serum Visions. I'll draw the snag. It's snag is not very good, but if we actually, I'm gonna bottom them both. I don't like snag here, and I wanna. That's interesting. I'm gonna bottom them both. Reason being, yeah, maybe I fucked that up. I don't know. Probably fucked it up. Probably fucked it up. Hmm. Xenaghost would be scary. Thought Not Seer is scary as well. Holy shit. Damn. Yeah. I don't like our chances this game anymore. Let's see, do I have any other Mike Thompson stories? He knocked my brother out of the top 8 of the very first PTQ we played in. He was on Team ABU, which did some crazy shit at the Pro Tour. Interesting, the opponent takes remand. That probably makes sense. Probs. Slowly drifting. Drifting away. Wave after wave. Wave after wave. Slowly drifting. Drifting away. Alright. Yeah, so love all y'all. Let's enjoy our time here on this rock that they call Earth. What time is it? I'm supposed to have a phone call in 15 minutes. I might need to tell this guy, yo, bro, I'm about to be late for the call, mastermind call, coaching call. See if this person, see if this person is a good fit for us to work together on help them achieve what they're trying to achieve in Magic. Also, what else is going on? I'm gonna make a video about this, but I'm seeking card partners. It's come to my attention that some of you are still buying my decks or our decks. Stop buying those or not. Just watch me or not. I mean, it's like I want you to have fun, but also I don't get anything from that, right? I want you to get 5% discount and then for me to get 5%. So if you have a online card store who would like to work with me, I know some of them don't, but I think that they're fucking up if they want to make money. Yeah. One day we will cast a spell. This turn is not the turn that happens. Wave after wave, wave after wave, slowly drifting. Anyways, also I want to thank my patrons. Thank you guys so much. I need to thank you more. I'm working on some more bonuses and milestones. Like when we hit 500, I want to do a hangout, Google Hangout or something like that for 5 and above or 10 and above. All right, here it comes. Going to game 3. This is generally I would consider a good matchup, but all right, I'm gonna let the opponent Xenaghost the fuck out of us. Yeah, buddy. Also, other updates. So we're Travis Wizard now. There's still the Magic for Good community on Facebook. Also, this is gonna become my picture probably. I want a new version with like more of a scraggly beard and long hair. I don't even know if the resolution is good enough. I firmly believe that you need to grow what you can grow. Everyone should grow what they can grow. Man or woman. Nah, I mean, I'm not gonna assert that over anyone, but that's the hippie coming out in me. So maybe I like Spell Pierce, Ninja. That didn't go very well. I still don't love Snag from what we've seen. In fact, I'm gonna cut Snag. I think it was unusual for it to be that good in game 1. For the probe, and then it's either gonna be a Spell Pierce or an Exhaustion. I'm gonna try Exhaustion. That game, I think our draws have been unusually bad, even though it's tied 1-1. Not like, hey, we've gotten unlucky, but it's important to be realistic about planning out the games. Like, this is a good hand, for instance. We haven't had a hand like this. We might lose to we might lose. Yeah, we're not even gonna lose to a lightning bolt because of what we have. This is just a good hand that we haven't had a hand like this yet. So, um, with a hand like this, exhaustion will be good because really it's just can we stall you for 7 turns, 5 to 7 turns. F3. I'm ready to disrupting shoal, maybe not a chromatic star. I might have disrupting shoaled an expedition map. Flip this thing. Should we go back to standing? G probe. Perfect. Perfecto. So we can decide what we want to remand, what we don't want to remand. So we see Sylvan Caryatid. Oh, the opponent doesn't really have another land just yet. And doesn't have a 7-drop either. So there is a ninja, which I'm a sick fuck. So how many Caryatids do they have? 2 Caryatids. I'm a sick fuck, so I'm considering ninjaing. We can use disrupting shoal to. I'm a sick fuck, so like I'm addicted to ninja hits. I think that this decreases our chance of winning. This definitely decreases our chance of winning, but like I said, I'm sick. I need that ninja hit. I'm a sicko. I can't be stopped. I won't be stopped. It's like crack, man. Why do you think I play this deck? Ancient Stirrings is fine. We could counter it. I don't want to. I want to save our Disrupting Shoal for. Oh, that might have been worth countering. Probably was. I'm going to let that one resolve. Actually, I'm going to counter that one with this one. I think I should have countered the Stirrings, almost certainly, but whatever. One mistake goes well with 2 mistakes. Although the ninja thing's not a mistake, it's a compulsion. Nice. Okay. So we have remand for the Caryatid. And we're getting back to doing things. We're going to have Delver down again. And we're going to be able to flip it, if not this turn, soon. And that's a sick fucking draw, too. Shout out to swearing. I'm a big fan of swearing. I'm a big fucking fan of cursing. It's fun. I'm an ardent supporter of fun. Remand. Remand? Oh, that's game, boys. I think the map is probably okay. We can counter it. I'm gonna let it resolve. Opponent has 2 Caryatids in their grip, so they'll be able to get out of this sometime. Take a look at what you got, bruh. 2 Caryatids, 2 Scryings, Xenagos, Snapcaster Mage, yes sir, yes sir. And I don't think this probe is going to change my behavior, so I'm going to wait until next turn so we can look at one more card. Let's do it. Let's do it to it. Do it to it. Okay, that's fine. I count 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I count 11. Attack next turn with Disrupting Shoal for insurance. Esurance. And Snapcaster on remand. Remand? And that's 5, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 with the vaults. That's why we play the vaults, although we'd win without them. But that's why. Cause they gets in. So we've got 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Let's just end it so that I can get to this phone call. Make you a creature and attack you. That was fun. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I hope that you like my Mike Thompson stories. Shout out to Mike in loving memory. Thank you all for for being here. Your comments are much appreciated. Let me know if you know of a card store that would like to work with me. Thanks to all our patrons. There's a link to that below if you want to become one. And if you haven't yet taken the free workshop and joined the free group, there's links to that below as well. So thank you so much. Love you and see you in the comments. See you today. Appreciate you. See you on Snapchat as well and on the other YouTubes. Too many calls to action. I need just one. Later.